Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? Look at that nice little lineup of Pan Am jets here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Sunday. Hope you're having a good week and hope you are all doing very well. We are currently in Khartoum in Sudan, and today we are continuing Ford's flight across Africa. So we're heading to the west coast down in the Congo. So just to say hi to everybody here. Nick's here, Dark Fury's here. Good day to you. We've got Sasha who's dropped in. Hello to you. And Scott. Good to see you. Don't worry, we got a few minutes as we get all set up, so plenty of time for you to get in, Scott. So it looks like we're going to have 5 aircraft flying down to the Congo for today's flight, which is very, very cool. So this is a VATSIM flight, but currently there is no ATC up on the route. We'll see if that changes as we go. Obviously, that can change. So let's hop on board and we'll start getting everything set up and the passengers loaded. Alright, so we're on board the aircraft. First thing I'm going to do before I forget, which I tend to do, is get that going. It's my virtual airlines tracker for the flight. So that's now up and running. So, first flight of the day. Let's check the aircraft, make sure everything is good. So, parking brakes are set. Flaps are up. Spoilers are retracted and disarmed. Weather radar is off. Predictive wind shear is on. Engine 1 and 2 masters are in cutoff. Throttles are in idle. And gear lever is down. Come up. Batteries go on. External power is connected. Brake pressure we will check. And we'll do the cockpit lights. I am running the dev version. It's been a week since I updated. And I know there's been another 1 or 2 updates out since then. But I haven't done it and forgot to do it this morning. So that's fine. This version works. I'm good with it. Let's get the lights up. There we go. Come down to the panels. Easy. Switches over. And we'll do the integrated lights on the pedestal and up on the overhead. There we go. So lights are done. We'll do the APU fire test. APU fire test is working. Crew oxygen supply will go on. We'll start the ADIRS aligning. Exterior lights are on. Seatbelt signs, no portable devices are on, and emergency exit lights are now armed, and you are clear to start boarding. Let's try. There we go. Everybody's coming on board. Alright, so we're going to continue on. Probe and window heats are in auto. APU is currently off. Temperature, we'll crank them down slightly. Just make it a little bit cooler. A little bit more comfortable in the cabin. Campaign is fine. Battery fuel pumps are confirmed off. Fire test, engine 1, engine 2. Fire tests are good. So flight directors are both on current barrel. We throw the weather into the chat. So winds are 250 at 7 knots. Few clouds at 5,000. Temperature's 33 degrees. Dew point's 18. QNH 1012, and no significant changes. And we'll set it down here as well. EFIS is arc 10 and clear, and you can go to 40 arc clear. Speed and headings we'll get in a minute, although let me just do a quick check. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to 38,000 feet today. We'll dial that in. 38,000 feet. We'll set these to manage when we're ready to go. And radio is 122.8 is set. And again, we have no ATC at the particular moment. So we'll get the flight pad up and running. And we'll start entering our information. So flight plan is coming in. There we go. Clear those. Call sign Clipper 5556. Flight plan is in. That is Khartoum to what do you pronounce that? Kinshasa in the Congo. Cost index of 25. Cruise level of flight level 380 for today's flight. Come over here and get some of our data in. So zero fuel weight 59.2 and 30.0. That's not what I wanted. 59.2 30.0. Wow, that's really being finicky today. All right. Zero. That's better. Block fuel for today's flight is 12,222 kilograms, so 12.2. That's now entered in. And our trip wind for today is a tailwind of 17 knots. So that's all entered in, and that is all set. And that should be good. So we'll go to our
Hello, ladies
flight
and gentlemen.
plan.
I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you.
So runway
Unless you're in the front
18
row,
is our
please
departure.
place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding a location
And
for
we're going
carry-on items,
out on the
please let
Radic
a flight attendant know and we would be happy
Rad
to assist.
K1
If the
Alpha.
overhead bin is full after you put your
Departure.
carry-on inside of it, please close the bin as a courtesy to
insert
other
that.
passengers. Once all your items are put away,
Our
please
arrival
clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency
Is going to
exit
be
row,
the
please leave the
ILS
exit seat
Zulu
responsibilities
runway
in the safety
24.
card in the seat back in front of you. Please make
There's a
sure
bunch
you
of
are
different
willing and able
ILSs.
to
We're going in
perform
on the
actions
Zulu.
required. If you are not able or prefer
For
not to
2-4.
perform these actions, please let a
And
flight
we're going in
attendant know
the
so we can
iPole 1 Alpha.
Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once
There
you
it is.
depart from here, you put
iPole
away
1
any
Alpha.
laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
And are we doing KSA? Let me take a look. No, I'd rather not do the KSA, but I don't think we can do the Novias yet, so that's fine. We're going to vector ourselves in. It's going to be a dog leg, left-hand dog leg to a straight-in approach. So that's all inputted now. So we can go out and take a look. IRS is R aligned. We'll go to 40 and plan mode. Go to our flight plan. And we can look through. Oh, I'm going to go this way. So you can see we're basically heading down in a southwesterly direction, down across the Central African Republic into the Congo. Down we go. There we go. And this is where we're going to do the dog leg over, and we'll come in and land. So that'll get itself cleaned out. That's fine. Good with that at the moment. So that's fine, and speed will end up being managed as well, as long as we're heading. Departure is going to be a straight out, and then we're going to turn to the right. So we'll come over here to our pad. Oop, that's not what I wanted. It's the problem with having different controls on different airplanes. Get lost a little bit. So we'll bring in our flight plan. There we are. You can see where we are here in Sudan. We're going to go to our fueling. We're going to start loading our fuel. And the fuel was 12,222. 1, 2. Click back in here. 1, 2, 222. Then we'll start that loading. So 4 minutes to load the fuel, and we'll just monitor that. So the MCU data is in. The MCU is set up. Do we have any rad nav that we need to worry about? Not on the departure. Should be good. I am going to put the arrival, the airport VOR in. It's 115.0.
We're on your time now.
Okay, so everybody is on board. So 115.0 is the arrival VOR. The ILS
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 55.
is 110.3.
Our flight time will be roughly 3 hours and 43 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your
Put that
seatbelt
into
and make sure
the
that all
ILS
three
frequency.
tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position
And I
for
am going to
departure.
tune in
Flight
an
attendants,
ADF
please prepare cabin for departure and
of
cross-check.
340. That is the outer marker. Oops, that's not right. 340. There we go. And that is now all set up. See how we're doing on the fueling. Still refueling. Beautiful day here. But just a quick check on ATC is still offline. So IFR clearance will take as given. IRSs are aligned. Flight plan review. I'll bring up the route just so everyone has an idea of where we're headed. So here's the route. We're up here right now. We're going to be taking off to the south over the Sudan, eastern Sudan here. We're going to make a southwesterly turn. We're going to come down along the Sudan, cross over the Central African Republic. Hold all that right out here. I think we're going to cut the edge of Cameroon. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't go that far. But then we're going to head a little bit further south. Yeah, I'll do that in a sec, Dark. Thanks. Down over to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and we're coming all the way down here. There's the two different countries. There's the Republic of Congo and Democratic Republic of Congo. I think we're right just on the border here between the two. But that's the flight for today. And as Dark reminded me, we have this we have to do. So, transition altitude here is 7,000 feet. So pile that in. Thrust reduction altitudes can stay, that's all fine. It's going to be a flaps 1 takeoff and 0.3 down trim. That's set. It's going to be a toga takeoff, so we're not going to be flexing. Still don't really have a calculator for that. So there's our V speeds, 129, 130, and 134 as the climb out. So that is all good. So I think we're ready to go. Bags are on, catering's on, that's all closed up. Passengers are all on board. Squawking 7,000, that's fine. Takeoff briefing is complete. So, get the APU up and going. Wait for the flap to open. There we go. So while the APU is coming online, once again, once we're up into the cruise, I do have some entertainment we'll throw on for the flight. Flight time is about 3.5 hours, so including takeoff and descent, that gives us about a 2.5 hour or so window for entertainment. During that time, the flight crew will be coming around with their refreshments and drinks. Refueling is complete, so we are good there. APU is at 77%. And 122.8, we are just about ready to go. The APU is up, APU bleeds are now on. MCDU weights are in, MCDU takeoff performance is all calculated. As mentioned, we have a V1 129, a rotation speed of 130, and a V2 of 134. APU bleed is on, external power is disconnected. Packs are all on. So we have the load sheet, doors are locked, cabin door is now secured. Fuel pumps coming on. Get the beacon on. Steering pin will be connected. Pushback truck out. Side shutter, so I think he's ready to go. Steering pin is inserted. And we're ready to go. Afternoon, Air Trooper. Very hot where you are, eh? Yeah. It's getting cool out. I was out for a morning walk and it was only 12 degrees Celsius, so temperatures are starting to drop, but it's nice to see you here. Khartoum area traffic. Clipper 5556. Pushback and start facing north. No parking brake is released. Pushback and started. I guess we're not getting a tug today. A Mizo tug. As soon as we pass the catering truck.
Khartoum traffic, Clipper 15 Foxtrot, pushback and start.
Get ready for engine start.
15 facing north.
APU bleeds are good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration.
There's
Thank
the
you for
catering
flying
truck.
with us.
Igniters are on. Starting engine 1. our speed there. Air Trooper, we are heading to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, down in Kinshasa.
Parking traffic, slipper 567, pushback to start, facing north, stand 567.
So flying with us today, we've got Nick in the Pan Am livery. We have Dark Fury in the Pan Am livery. And joining us on VATSIM Live, I believe this is your first time, Scott, is Scott. He's the one in the Pan Am livery. Alright, so we're almost in position. That's pretty good.
You reach the bottom of the slide, move immediately away from the airplane. Our cabin pressure is controlled for your comfort. If a change in pressurization occurs, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the small compartment above your seat. If this should happen, immediately extinguish all cigarettes, remain in your seat, and pull the nearest mask to your face until the pin is released and the tube is fully extended. Place a mask over your nose and mouth, adjust the elastic head strap, and breathe normally. If you are traveling with a child, secure your own oxygen mask first, then assist the child. Continue to wear the oxygen mask until instructed to remove it by a crew member. A life vest is located under each seat. To use it, pull down on the tab to open the plastic bag which contains the vest. Unfold the vest and hold it in front of you. Place your arms through the straps, then slip the vest over your head. Pull down on the straps to extend the back flap. Pull the straps outward until the vest fits tightly around your waist. As you leave the airplane, inflate the vest by pulling down sharply on both red handles. The vest may also be inflated by blowing into the tubes at the sides.
Not seeing these guys pushing
if
back
traveling
yet.
with a child, please refer to the safety information card. The evacuation slides in the front of the airplane and in the back of the airplane.
When doing it in the Spitfire? Yeah, bit of a long flight for a
please
Spitfire.
ensure that your seat is upright with the tray table closed.
Alright, engine 2 is available.
Cabin baggage should be securely stowed beneath the seat in front of you or in one of the overhead
APU bleed can
compartments
come
which is
off,
latched
APU
closed.
will go off.
Please remember that
And
smoking is
igniters
permitted in your seat
back
only when the
to
no
normal.
smoking sign is turned off in flight. We suggest that you take a few moments to review the
You
safety
can't get
information
pushback,
card,
it's not
which is
showing.
located in the
Traffic,
seat pocket in
traffic,
front of you.
Clipper 464, pushback.
Is that,
310 airplane is
start?
equipped
you don't
with
get the
numerous
pushback
features
up
for
here?
your comfort and
Company
convenience.
Airbus.
No, Scott, go ahead.
Your seat
You
is
can push
located
back.
in your
I'll be a
armrest.
minute as I do my
Your flight
checklist.
attendant call button,
That's all
reading
good.
light, and fresh air outlet
I
are located
don't have to go
directly above
first.
each
You know,
seat.
whoever goes,
An
goes.
ashtray
That's all
is
good.
found in the armrest. Magazine racks are conveniently located throughout the airplane.
I try never to have screaming children.
Lavatories
Air
and drinking
Trooper.
water dispensers are in the front and back sections of the airplane.
Alright, so before taxi,
Your copy of our Clipper magazine is in the seat pocket in front
auto
of you.
brake will go to max.
If you have any questions about cabin safety or the comfort and convenience features of our A310 airplane,
We will
please ask one of the
arm
flight
the
attendants as they
spoilers.
prepare the cabin for takeoff.
Flaps
We
will go to
appreciate your
take off.
attention,
Flaps
wish you a
1.
pleasant flight, and thank you
Engine
for flying
NTAs is
Pan
not
Am.
required today. We'll do the flight control check. Full left, neutral. Full right, neutral. Full forward, neutral. Full back, neutral. Full left rudder, neutral. Full right rudder, neutral. Oh yeah, well if it's a kid screaming on their own, I can't do anything. They won't be screaming because of my flying, at least most of the time. So, pitch trim, we established that at a 30-degree center of gravity we need 0.3 down, so we're going to dial that in. And there we go, 0.3 down, and there it is there. And rudder trim, it's showing centered. And we come down here and it's 0.0, so it's centered, so that is good. And the steering pin will come back up. The steering pin is has been removed. You can see it's not showing. And we're good. So there's dark pushing out. So taxi light will come on. Turn off lights will come on. And we are good to commence taxi. Khartoum area traffic. Clipper 5556, taxi runway 18 via the apron to the north. There's really no taxiway to go up. Everything kind of dumps on the apron. Alright, so parking brake is released. Allow a little bit of power. We'll get ourselves rolling.
Cabin is ready for takeoff.
Cabin crew have reported cabin ready. So we'll now do our config check. So we're checked, everything is good except for the cabin. And we can get them to have a seat.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Alright. So we're just going to taxi down to the end. We'll be following dark out. And that'll give these guys a chance to move over. The TO config, it runs a self-check to make sure that you've done everything. Flaps are set, speed brakes are armed. All your data is entered in properly. It kind of lets the aircraft do a once-over just to make sure it's got everything it needs. There's the other two Pan Am aircraft. Very nice. Oh, that was you, Dark. Oh, I guess Scott's in the lead then. That sucks. It's really bad to hear that. Just close our eyes and pretend this fuel truck isn't here. We're just going to follow this all the way to the end, and there'll be a right turn on the taxiway, and that'll take us to the holding point for runway 18. All your controller profiles have been wiped. Haven't had them wiped, but I've interestingly one day I had my one of them. I think it was my complex twin profile got overwritten by my complex single profile. It was weird. Nothing worked properly, and I went and looked, and it seemed to be the wrong profile, and I don't know how that happened, but is what it is. So we're going to put 2 minutes on the timer for Scott once he goes. And that'll give us a little bit of spacing in the air. So he should announce his takeoff. And we'll hit the chrono. Wow. Well, I just crashed the desktop. So I don't know what's happening here today. And I think this is going to kill the sim for today because I have to reboot everything and I have to figure out what's going on. So we're going to postpone this flight to next week. And we'll go from there. Sorry guys, this is a major pain. And it worked so well yesterday, and I don't know why she's just decided to crash out today. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Very frustrating. So we will end up redoing this next week. Yeah. Sorry about that. We will try again tomorrow night for tomorrow night's stream. We will I'll see you on the DC-6s in Germany's 1930 Zulu tomorrow night. See you then, everybody.